Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to your favorite crypto trading channel, where in today's video I'm going to start off with Bitcoin because I know that's your favorite thing to cover, and let's just talk about the market a little bit. So it's doing some shady stuff. I'm sure a lot of you are very indecisive at this point. We have news that is pointing towards the downside, but the market is moving towards the upside. So what in the hell is going on? Now, my advice for you is just to sit back, relax, and not take any trades if you're uncertain in any way, shape, or form, and just see what the chart is telling you, right? News is one thing, but technical analysis is another. And even though there is a lot of news coming out all the time, such as the interest rate hikes that happened just recently, the market doesn't seem to be pricing it in right away. Because if it was pricing it in right away, we wouldn't be moving up, we would be moving straight down. So some weird stuff is going on. You could call it a liquidity grab, which is basically when big players push the price up a little bit to create a fake bull run scenario just so they can short with even larger positions at an even better area. So that's what a liquidity grab is, and it is one of the potential reasons for this movement of upwards on the chart. Now on Bitcoin's chart, we said last video that we may be moving up or we may be moving down from this intermediate sort of resistance area, and it does seem like we are moving up at this point. So on the daily time frame, we did break out. We're moving towards the upside right now, but if we move on to the lower time frames, we can see that the 4-hour is kind of losing momentum at some point, right? We are hitting a resistance in terms of the 50 period moving average as well, which is this big orange line you can see right here. And in general, I'm not too confident in taking a long position just yet until this daily candle closes, right? So the daily candle, you can check on the right hand side of your trading view chart. It is closing in 7 hours from now, and those 7 hours, trust me, are plenty enough time for the candle to make a complete reversal and close below this area, in which case we will be looking pretty bearish. So for now, we're still bullish on the 4-hour time frame. I guess we're gonna have to wait for this candle to close, see if it's gonna do a retest maybe of this area right here, and then the next 4-hour candle continues upwards. In that case, this daily candle will close bullish, and that will be a sign to buy, right? But in the case that the 4-hour candle doesn't close bullish and it just keeps going down and closes below this area, it is probably a reason to start selling, because if you move on to the even lower time frames, this is something that could resemble a head and shoulders pattern if we do have the proper formation afterwards, right? But we're not here to predict to what the market is gonna do. We're here to just react to what the market is giving us, and currently on the daily time frame we are looking bullish on Bitcoin. However, we gotta wait for the candle to close, so just remember this. And if you enjoy any of the knowledge and content I'm giving right now, please subscribe down below. It means a lot to me. It's a fresh channel. I'm trying to teach you a lot of different stuff, and I guarantee you 2-3 months from now you will be better traders than you are right now, simply from my technical and fundamental understanding of the market. Now moving on to something that was pretty interesting to read. Ethereum/Bitcoin chart triggered rotation of money outside of Ethereum. So what does this mean? Well, we're going to take a look at a chart in a second, but it means that Bitcoin basically outperformed Ethereum during the last week. Now, you guys know that Ethereum is coming out with this merge update this week, and basically there is a lot of caution coming out, in front of the merge that the market is telling us, and they're telling us basically that there is a decrease in short interest in Bitcoin as well as Ethereum because of this Ethereum merge. So this Ethereum merge is somehow affecting Bitcoin as well. My personal take on it is that the Ethereum merge is already priced into the actual chart. So all we can see right here is Ethereum's chart, and let me just I'm just gonna delete all of these things and zoom out for a second just so you guys can see the weekly time frame. On Ethereum's chart, we did look quite bullish ever since the COVID crisis started. Prices moved up. We made a huge head and shoulders pattern, which you can see right here. If you didn't spot it, we have the left shoulder, we have the head, we have the right shoulder, and it's quite a nice one. And we broke out of it and just started moving down. Now, currently, you may say that we are moving bullish, but we are still at a fat zone of, well, not yet, but we are going to reach a fat zone of resistance around the $2.5 thousand area, which is where you should look to be, switching your stance on the market potentially. So we did create a really nice bottom right here, which currently is being quite well respected. we created another zone of support right around here, which is currently, as I said, still respected, and we are just keep moving up. So the next zone of significant resistance is going to be around the 2.5k level, and currently it may even seem like we are forming a correction pattern towards the bullish side because the chart is just showing us that. But it's not confirmed yet because we need 3 touches on both sides for this to be a legitimate pattern. So if you see something like this, another touch here, perhaps a retracement, and then a break of the area, this would be a good time to long Ethereum, aiming for the $2,500 mark. Now, on the other hand, if Ethereum's merge is already priced into the market, then we could just simply go down, break out of this whole pattern, and move down into this zone, creating another bottom, and potentially, at some point even breaking this bottom, moving towards a more downside, because that's what the fundamentals tell us, right? Rate hikes are still going on, which means the US 500 should still be falling, which means the market should go down. But looking at the US 500 right now, we're not really moving bearish at all, right? We're moving really bullish, and we have clean candles to the left hand side, which means it is unfulfilled liquidity right around here, which means that price will it tends to easily fill in these areas. So currently looking at the US 500, we have a pretty clean sheet all the way up into the 4.2k level, and potentially even up into the 4.3k mark if there is enough volume in the market. But this is a last resort sort of option. I do not expect the US 500 to move anywhere above this area right here, because the fact is rate hikes are still going on, and this could all be just a giant liquidity grab or relief rally or fake bull run type of situation, just to hype traders in, get people to start taking longs so the big boys can start shorting at better prices and then dump the market. So you gotta be careful about that. But currently the market is looking pretty bullish, right? We're looking at the short term. This week it's looking bullish. That's how it opened. But I guess we're gonna have to adapt to what type of news events we have for the rest of the week and everything else going on, which obviously I'm gonna keep you updated with on this channel. So once again, if you do enjoy it, subscribe to the channel. It does mean a lot to ya boy. Now, lastly, what I wanted to talk about is, this merge article talked about this Ethereum / Bitcoin chart, and I haven't showed you this chart quite yet. So let's take a brief little look and actually see what it's doing, and then after that I'm going to show you my favorite coin in the market and how I'm going to do my technicals on it. So right now we're in the Ethereum / Bitcoin chart, and basically what this chart represents is Ethereum's movement as a percentage of Bitcoin's movement. So one thing that you can notice is that Ethereum compared to Bitcoin is in a long-term uptrend, right? So Bitcoin dominance over time is falling quite drastically, which makes sense because Ethereum is the better network and everybody is building on it. And we had a correction pattern which is broken out of. And even though this article right here says that we're rebounding from this sort of resistance around the 0.08 level, right, which we can see right around here. It's not too big of a resistance. It's not too big of a hassle for me. And that's not the way I would be looking at this chart. But let's just listen to them and be wary of the Ethereum / Bitcoin chart. This doesn't really represent anything for us who do, technical analysis on Bitcoin and Ethereum themselves. But just the fact that Ethereum / Bitcoin chart is falling down means that likely in the near term, Bitcoin dominance should increase compared to Ethereum. That's the only info we can get from this chart. Now, lastly, Anchor is my favorite coin out of them all. On the weekly time frame, we had quite a big, fall towards the downside, but on the daily time frame, we aren't looking that bad at all, right? So we made a big ass, sorry for swearing, we made a big bottom right down here, and then the price just moved up and broke the previous zone of we had a zone of resistance right here. We broke through it and then came back down, and currently are looking a little bit more bullish. But wait, this is a crypto cap. What is this? Anchor. You gotta be careful where you're looking at your charts. So I usually look at Binance, because on Binance you can see a way longer chart, which is what I was actually looking for. So if you look at Anchor in the very long term, you can see that it is close to the previous all-time high level. So what can we see? We see a big zone of support / resistance right around here. So we didn't really reach a bottom at all. And let's just check the fib levels real quick. All right, so the fib levels were quite exceeded. Now, basically, we could say that Anchor is in a downtrend on the higher time frames. On the daily time frame, it is looking as if we made a bottom right here. And with Ethereum being bullish, the S&P 500 being bullish, and the Bitcoin being bullish, and breaking out of this beautiful pattern on Anchor itself, we can conclude that Anchor is bullish as well. So what are we going to need to see for Anchor to keep moving up? Well, we need to break out of this zone right here. And then we have a few targets up for us. We have the first one around the $0.04 mark and the second one back at the previous all-time high level, which is around the $0.052 level. So if you guys didn't check out Anchor, check their website out. It's a pretty cool project out there. I've been following it for quite a while, and it does provide some efficiencies that not a lot of different cryptos out there provide us with. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure, as always, to leave a like and subscribe to the channel because it really means a lot to me. And lastly, I'm not a financial advisor, and you should do your own due diligence before investing into anything in the crypto or blockchain world. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.